especially about electrics. You're always changing batteries. Every time you fly, I gotta change battery. Gotta change battery.
Yeah, but that's nothing to that. I mean, one plug.
But have your investments in batteries.
Yeah, but you reuse them over and over. Fuel, you gotta buy fuel every time you go fly.
I mean, I ain't got nothing against electrics. I'm probably gonna get one here in the
well, they both got advantages, you know.
near future, and see which one I like better.
They both have their advantages, but myself, I think when I get ready to move back into to fuel, I'm going to go straight with gasoline. I'm not going to get into the glow.
The next plane I build is going to be gas. I've already got my engine picked out. I've already got my plane bought.
See, the batteries, like I bought this battery here that this is flying on for $9. I can fly probably 500 flights on it if I take care of the battery. Do the math on that. $9, I call it 10 with shipping.
Versus $16, $17 for
right.
A gallon of glow.
Exactly.
And then you got what? A gallon
I
of
can
fuel.
I can fly this thing for literally 10 or 12 cents a flight, maybe. And you got enough batteries. I mean, I'd never come to the field with less than 5 or 6 of these batteries, so I don't even charge them out here anymore. I just, you know, rotate the battery and you're done. By the time you go through 6 batteries, trust me, at 10 minutes each, that's an hour of airtime. You're done flying. You're tired. Your neck hurts. Thumbs are getting sore.
My neck's got tired. My thumbs never got tired.
Well, I've noticed on these newer radios, they have the spikes up on the top. And they'll definitely, I fly with my thumbs, not I can't pinch.
Yeah, that's what
I see some people pinching, but when you fly with your thumbs on top, it's a little spiky.
I do a little. I tell you the truth, I like to extend, I mean, because used to on the radios, I don't know if these do it, but used to on radios, you can extend the gimbals.
Yeah, you can do that still. You can adjust them for how much tension there is. And
I always used, when I did it, I always used my rudder and my throttle gimbal. I always set real low to the I don't know.
Right to the yeah.
And I always set my ailerons and my elevator. I always set real high. And everybody that flew my airplanes, they're like, "Man, you really flying it like this?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, if you got long fingers, that's good though. You know.
But
I got a little short, girly hands, so it's on mine. I gotta keep them down short.
They're like, "Dude, I can't fly your radio, man. Your radio, your gimbals are just too weird." And I'm like, "Well, it works for me."
Right, that's all that matters.
You don't normally fly my airplane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you built it for them anyway. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to land and adjust, you can, but I'll just be adjusting it right after you.
This thing just has such a great flight envelope on it. I mean, you can slow it way down.
It's just slow. I mean, it's like a, I don't know what, I mean, it flies like a trainer. It looks like a trainer.
Yeah, but then if you want to, you can rip it it'll do 60 miles an hour. I've got a GPS logger in it right now. So it's tracking the flight on it, the speed, the altitude.
And that's another thing about these planes nowadays. You put anything in them. I mean, used to, very rarely, somebody would put a camera in one.
Yeah. I film most of my flights. I'm filming it right now. And sometimes I'll put a camera on the plane. But unless you got a gyro stabilizer in the plane, it gets a little jiggy up there, you know.
Especially these warbirds and stuff, man. It really surprises me how much work and detail and crap like that they put into them. There's a guy that came out here the other day. He goes, "Yeah, I got a camera in it." And I'm looking for it. I'm looking for like an exterior camera. I'm not looking interior. And he showed me where it was, and it was in the cockpit with the pilot.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, he showed me where it was and how to spot the camera.
Yep.
And I mean, little bitty like a pinhole camera.
Yep. My next thing I want to get into is that FPV flying, though.
I don't know what that is.
It's where you got the goggles, camera on the plane.
Okay.
So first-person view is what it stands for, and it makes you feel like you're actually in the plane flying around.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Do it.
Watch it crash, and you not.
Yeah, exactly. That's what a wise old man out here told me when I first, I've been flying about 9 months now, and a wise old man. I was real nervous when I first started, and wouldn't take any chances, and wouldn't do loops, rolls.
With my new plane.
And old man said, "What are you scared about?" I said, "Well, I don't want to crash it." He said, "Are you in the plane?" I said, "Well, no, I'm standing here." And he said, "Well, then don't be scared." He said, "If you're riding in the damn thing, then you got a right to be scared." But he said, "No matter how bad you wreck that, unless you fly it into your face, you're walking away from the crash." I was like, "Well, damn, you're right. All this is $100, and you're probably going to be able to salvage parts out of it." So, you know what I mean? Worst case scenario, you're going to keep the motor and the ESC and.
The only bad, really, I say the only bad thing. There's one bad thing that I hate about electric planes. You can't hear them.
Well, that's what I do like about them. I can take it right to the.
Unless they're right there on you. I mean, you can't.
Well, this one is only loud because of that imbalance in the blade, but I like it because I could take this right to the school that's a block from my house and fly it right there on their football field. Do that with your glow engine, and I guarantee you'll have the police out there because some neighbor's going to complain on you for making too much noise at 8 o'clock in the morning. Like I said, they both have good points and bad points. I do have one nitro at home. Woo, come on. I almost lost that one. Yeah, I love just flying this thing around slow like this. It just is a hoot. When you fly it slow like this, I can get 15, 16 minutes on it easy. If I'm ripping up the skies, upside down, loops, dives, steep climbs and stuff, then it's more like 10.
Yeah, when I was flying before, I'm like, man, I would just love to fly just like a pattern, like an 8 or a vertical figure 8 or something like that, and fly the whole thing inverted.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that good yet.
Yeah, me neither.
And I kept flying, and all of a sudden, finally, I got to where I can do it.
Oh, nice.
Any way, I mean, you can do it the left, or I can do it to the right, or.
I can make one circle, like I could go inverted now and make one circle around to the left, but not to the right. I'm not even good at making right-hand pattern turns. It's just my simulator training, and then coming out here, most of the time the wind's out of the south, which means you're going to fly a left-hand pattern. So haven't done any right-hand turns. When the wind's out of the north out here, you got to fly a right-hand pattern. And I'll try doing the right-hand turns, but man, it just feels awkward to me.
Yeah.
I need to break out the simulator and just sit down and practice it. Let's bring this in real close and say hi. It's just good looking when it comes in slow. Now they don't let you come in the middle gate no more. So even when I'm out here by myself, I still try not to not to come in that middle gate, because break the habit, you know.
Motor off.
More fun than the law should allow.